What is happening, YouTube? Yesterday afternoon, the Chargers had a really good, intense game against the Lions. Really high scoring game. It was a pretty fun game to watch. Um, I will say the defense, though, was pretty upsetting to watch. Um, just another Brandon Staley blunder. Defense formation was pretty awful. Just kept like allowing so many rushed yards. Um, you know, and then so many pass yards from opposing teams, quarterbacks. Um, Chargers, they continue to make every single opposing team quarterback look like prime Tom Brady. It was just unbelievable, man. Defense was just oof, awful. But anyways, um, the game started off. The Lions, got a kick, and then Chargers offense start off like a little bit slow. But then the Lions scored a touchdown, and then Chargers got a kick, and then the Lions looked like they were getting more momentum. And then second quarter, the Chargers fought back, got a touchdown, and then pretty much kind of like a comeback happened. And then ever since after halftime, um, the game was like pretty much like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Unfortunately, it led off to um, pretty much like a kickoff, and the Lions managed to beat the Chargers. And man, it's pretty unfortunate, man. And then now the Broncos won, so the Chargers, we're tied with the Broncos. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But anyways, let's check the stats. Jared Goff, he we just let him have his way. 333 pass yards. Lucky 333. Maybe something lucky can happen. I'm superstitious, by the way. Justin Herbert, he had a masterclass. 4 touchdowns. Unbelievable. Pretty crazy. And that Herbert has to do this much work um, in order for a team to win, and the team did not even win. That's unbelievable. 323 pass yards. That's just crazy that he has, like, even Herbert could do this good, but still managed to lose. Um, and then the rushing yard is crazy. David Montgomery, he basically like had a whole entire like a rush yard. He ran like all the way to the field, like no one couldn't stop him. Defense, where was the defense, man? Um, Defense was just like everybody was just pretty awful. Derwin, he had his moments, and the Chargers, like they had some good moments in red zone defense. I'll definitely say that. But other than that, defense was just abysmal. Some it was hard to guard because Goff he has an arm, but Chargers in general defense was just awful. Um, the receiving end for both sides was amazing. Amon-Ra St. Brown 156 receiving yards. Keenan Allen, this man is a warrior. Let's just give a round of applause to Keenan Allen, man. Um, Dude makes the hardest catches. Gets a lot of target from Herbert. Um, he just makes a lot of clutch plays, and he didn't even play for the whole game. He was partially hurt. Um, he did sting. Eckler, he started off really rough. He couldn't catch, multiple times. He just kept dropping the ball. Jalen Guyton, welcome back. I think it's the second game. I checked some Chargers highlight, and I thought that, he makes a lot of clutch catches. Guyton, that dude, he seems pretty solid in the tapes, and watching the games, it's not too bad. Quentin Johnson, congrats for him for getting the first touchdown. Shout out to him. Darius Davis, would like to see him get a little more runs or like even a little more targets because that dude is quick. He could be like a mini Tyreek Hill. Um, and And then Jahmyr Gibbs got a lot of receiving yards. So pretty much the pass defense was awful. Rush defense was awful. Um, Derwin, he did his thing. Getting the most tackles, but I mean, both sides of the defense was awful. But the Chargers defense, it was awful every single day, every single day. And the way how the Chargers play defense, like they still gave him like way too much space. Like it's not as bad as the Chiefs game, but the defense was still pretty bad. Like press up a bit, you know what I'm saying? Like giving him so much like flexibility and all that. Coverage was not good. Um, but it was a good game, but not good that we lost. Our defense was just phew, pretty awful. Like if the Chargers defense was just half decent, um, Chargers could have probably like I don't know, been in first place with the Chiefs. But defense was just like the worst in the league, and then it results in Chargers being 4-5. Um, Overall, the Chargers, in the playoff space is looking pretty tight. Still a decent amount of games to go. Um, the next game, though, we do got the Green Bay Packers, and hopefully we win. I think we should definitely beat the Green Bay Packers because the Packers, their offense is just really subpar. You got Jordan Love as your quarterback. He's definitely not known to be that good, so we should win that. But we are playing at their home, so that's the con. Um, but we better find a way. We better win this. Next game after that, it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be the Ravens. But then the Chargers have a like a team friendly schedule. It'll be the Broncos, and then will be the Patriots, which both of them should be a decently free win, and then the Raiders, which the Raiders they are making a resurgence, so don't take them too lightly. But I think we're gonna win. And then we got the Bills. The Bills, they're vulnerable. The Bills are pretty vulnerable. I think we're gonna win. We could win that game too. And then the Chiefs, which is our last game, but it's like but the Chiefs might be resting during that time, so we could definitely win that too. So it is definitely possible that we could make it to the playoffs, and then maybe Chargers could even make it deep because every time the Chargers play, it's always competitive. It's never like we get blown out. So just any given time, Chargers could get hot. Just one right, just make more right plays. Chargers could go on a run, and who knows? Maybe luck in, and then make it deep in the playoff. Maybe even make it to the Super Bowl. But making it to the Super Bowl is going to be like pretty hard because you got guys like Burrow, you got Tagovailoa, and especially because he has Tyreek Hill and Waddle, and then, of course the Chiefs. And then he also got rookie C.J. Stroud from the Texans, who's, oh, like, man, that dude's a menace to stop. If I pick a team that I do not want the Chargers to face and the wild cards, I would not want to face the Texans. But anyways, going back to the game, defense was just, like I said, subpar. But the offense, they did their part. But from now on, let's hope our offense could play like this every time. And then when our defense steps up, hopefully the offense is still like this. Because sometimes when the Chargers defense actually step up, the Chargers forget to have some offense. So it kind of doesn't have a balance. But anyways, I should definitely end this little quick video about like a post game recap, and then the Chargers being tied with the Broncos since the Broncos win. It could okay. This could be like a mixed feelings. The Broncos winning could help the Chargers in a way because the Bills are 5-5. So while it could be a huge risk that the Chargers fall, but I don't think I see the Chargers falling down because the Broncos got the Vikings next game, and I think the Vikings are gonna beat the Broncos because the Vikings they got really good wide receivers. I don't know if Jefferson is back, but they got Jordan Addison and T.J. Hawkinson and Josh Dobbs. He's looking like he's breaking out. And then the Chargers they face the Packers. We should definitely beat the Packers. And then the Bills they face against the Jets. The Jets they gave them a hard time, and who knows if they lose. And the Ravens win on Thursday, and then need some other AFC teams to lose, like the Colts to lose, and all the other teams. Chargers could definitely leap a spot. So that could be that. I would say that's like the bright side of the Broncos winning today. But anyways, that should end this video. Let me know what y'all think about the game in general, or what y'all think about the future games in general. You think the Chargers could make a run? You think we could beat the Ravens? But anyways, that should end the video. Thank y'all really much for tuning in, and peace.